Hi, I'm Diana Irie-Vaughn, Chair of the Washington County Board of Commissioners. Every year, we look forward to the many programs we bring you in our parks, whether it be in Mingo, Cross Creek, 10 Mile, or on the trail. We always enjoy seeing you out and about. Unfortunately, because of social distancing and COVID-19, we cannot see you personally, so we decided to put together a series of videos so you can still enjoy the great outdoors and learning all about Washington County.
Hi, this is Washington County Commissioner Larry Maggi. I'd like to welcome you to the Washington County Parks and Recreation online programs that we're going to be doing for the next month. The Washington County Parks and Recreation Department will be having some online activities for family and for our young people, and we would like for you to join us. They will be on the Washington County website, and they'll also be on the Washington County Commissioners Facebook page. Washington County has some of the best parks in Pennsylvania, and we certainly encourage you this summer when we're able to come out and enjoy those parks. Now we hope you enjoy these online programs that we have provided for you. Thank you.
Hi folks, County Commissioner Nick Sherman here. I'm up here standing in front of the Parks and Recs door, and I wanted to talk to you about a series of videos that we're going to be shooting. Normally what we have in the summer is a bunch of educational programs. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we were unable to do it this year. So what we wanted to do is make sure we still have some informational and educational videos for people of all ages. Please enjoy. Thanks and God bless.
Welcome to Dan in the Woods. My name is Daniel, and I work with Washington County's Parks and Recreation. And last episode, we talked about Operation Get Outdoors. Operation Get Outdoors is an operation where our families can get outdoors and just have fun adventures. In today's episode, we're going to have a real exciting time talking about our five senses. Now, what's our five senses? Well, I think a lot of us already know what they are, but just in case you need a refresher, let's go over them. Sight. We see with our eyes. Hearing. Listening. We use that with our ears. Smells. We use our nose. Taste. Our tongues. And touch. We feel things with our skin and our hands and feet and just our whole bodies. We can feel different things. And today, that is what we're going to be talking about. So, we're going to leave our base camp, like we talked about last episode. Our adventures always begin at our base camp. Now, whether your base camp is at your playground, or maybe it's in your garage, or maybe you just decide to make your base camp your house, that's fine. That's where we begin. So, we went over the safety checklist. I've got my bug spray on. I've got my sunscreen on. Someone knows where I'm at. So let's go ahead and get started with sight. And what can we see around us? So, what we're going to do is we're just going to look around. Just look around and see the sights. We're going to take time just to look. First thing I notice are the damp leaves. I can also use my sense of touch, but we'll go on to that a little bit later. We're going to walk up this path. I see May apples growing up out here in the woods. I see moss covered logs. I see maple trees. Man, maple trees, they have some of the sweet tasting taste. Hey, that's one of our senses. But maple trees make a sweet tasting syrup. I wish I had some pancakes right now. I see some flowers on the ground. Oh man, I can't wait for the butterflies to come out to start tasting those, or the bees. Oh man, bees make some sweet tasting stuff too. That's called honey. Man, can you tell I'm hungry? All I can think about is my one sense, taste. Oh man, I'm excited about that snack time. Thing over here that doesn't belong. Well, it belonged a long time ago when this was a farm. It's a post in the ground with some old rusty wire on it. So I see that. What else can I find around here? On our hike, I found another unnatural object out here in the woods, a spring house. Spring houses were used to keep things cool back in older times before there was refrigeration. It's a pretty cool thing to see. I also saw this bridge. Now I'm just walking past it. So let's go on. Let's go back to the base camp. Okay, so now we're back at the base camp. We saw some amazing things, some beautiful things, some natural things. It was a lot of fun to use our sight. Next, what we're going to use is our nose. We're going to put our nose to work. We're going to see what we can smell out in nature. So let's go on another little hike around the area and see what we can smell. Fresh cut lumber. Smell of fresh water. Now that we've been using our noses, let's put them to the test. Let's find 3 things we like and 3 things we don't like. So come on, let's go. So I've been smelling around and smell skunk. So that'll be my first one, skunk. I don't like the smell of skunk. I like skunks, but I don't like their smell. Another thing I found while I was looking around for things I didn't like was this nut. I just don't like the smell of it. It just does not smell good to me. The last thing I found was this mud. It's just some smelly mud. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's skunk mud. I don't know. But I don't like the smell of these 3 things. So I do like the smell of a fresh cut tree, fresh cut lumber. So that'll be my first thing I found that I really like the smell of. A fresh cut tree. I do love the smell of flowers. I found this flower laying on the trail. I picked it up because I thought it was real pretty. I used my eyesight to see that. Then I took a smell. And it does smell good. It smells sweet. It smells salty. Maybe a little bit of bitterness. Oh, I can't wait to eat them. Speaking of taste, it's another one of our senses. In my bag here, I packed something bitter. Cranberries. Cranberries are known for their bitter tartness. But they do still taste good. I also packed a jelly bean. Easter just passed. I had some jelly beans at home. Said they were sour. I wanted to compare it with the bitterness. That's a sour jelly bean. But it is good. I also packed some banana for something sweet. So far, I've tasted a cranberry, which was bitter, a sour jelly bean, which was sour, and a piece of banana, which was also sweet. The last thing I want to try is something salty. So I brought some salty nuts. Just completes it all. So now I want to challenge you. Go to your house. Ask your parents to have set aside some foods for a taste test for you. Something salty, something sour, something bitter, something sweet, and see which ones you like the most. Honestly, out of this, I probably liked the sweet the best. It was so good this morning. So I just finished my snack. So far, I've tasted things. I've seen things. I've smelled things. I'm just going to sit here now and just listen to things. So let's just take the next few minutes to just listen and see what we can hear. So we're at our last thing, our last sense. Once again, we've used our eyes, we've used our ears, we've used our nose, we've tasted snacks. The last thing to do is we're going to touch things around us. We're going to look for textures. We're going to find things we like and maybe some textures we don't like. So come on, let's go. I found this tree and its bark is really rough. This fallen log has some real soft moss on it. I found some more moss, and it's very thick, but it's very soft. On my walk, I found this, some thorns. They're sharp. I don't like to feel into that. These 2 rocks feel a little different. The top side of this rock feels really smooth, and the bottom side of this rock feels really rough. It's interesting when I hold them both in two different hands, so I can feel the two different textures at once. So our next task is we're going to find two things we like the feeling of and two things we don't like the feeling of. This bark is just too rough. This is going to have to be my first one. I just don't like it. I do like the feeling of this. It's very soft. I like the feeling of this grass. On a cold April morning, I just don't like the feeling of wet water. It's just too cold. So we made it back to the base camp. We had a lot of fun sensory activities today. We used our eyes to see, our ears to hear, our tongues to taste, our noses to smell, and our hands to touch. I felt a lot of cool things. I felt some cold water. I felt some soft moss. I smelled the beautiful nature out here in the woods. I've heard beautiful birds, and I've seen some beautiful sights. So I've really enjoyed just taking all of this beautiful day in with my 5 senses. And that's the challenge to you, is go find activities to do outside using your senses. You can do the exact same activities I showed you how to do today, or you can come up with your own. Make sure you follow the safety rules that we set in place. Make sure you tell your parents what you're doing. Have them join you. This is supposed to be family fun. Operation Get Outdoors is supposed to be family fun. So that's what your challenge is for this episode. And I'll see you again soon. Have a good one.